Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton at markrushton.com. It is Saturday morning, November 27th, 2021. Kind of drizzly here. Cold, but, well, maybe it's not cold. I don't know. Anyway, this video is called Getting Started with DISCO.AC. And I signed up for a Disco account yesterday and got started with it. I just kind of want to document my first day of using Disco and kind of things that I ran into. And, in case, I don't know, somebody out there is looking for similar content, what's it like, and sort of my reasons for using Disco. I'm an artistic recording artist. I've been a member of ASCAP since 2002. I've been publishing digital distribution services for about the same amount of time. I have about 2,500 tracks, both music and field recordings, published. It's probably about half and half. I publish under about 20 different names. I know, it's kind of crazy. And so while I thought I was organized, a couple of things have sort of entered my atmosphere lately that demonstrate that I'm not as well organized as I should be. And so I'm going to spend 2022 getting organized and dipping my toe into the world of synchronization licenses, also known as syncs in the SYNCS in the music business. And, I'm going to try. I'm doing my research, listening to a lot of podcasts, watching a lot of videos, looking for music licensing agencies that particularly deal with micro licensing of and focus on independent artists who are what's the word, one stop. Like I'm a 100% independent recording artist, so I own all of my masters. I own all of my publishing. I don't share credits. I have control of everything, and hopefully that puts me at somewhat of an advantage. But really, once I started getting organized as far as getting everything together, all your codes, all your metadata, I realized I was a bit lacking there. And the previous video I made on Airtable and GIZMO kind of dovetails with this. And I'll touch on Airtable and GIZMO in a second here. So I was listening to some podcasts, watching some videos, and I saw all these people who were either creatives or they were people that handle music licensing for companies, or they are, agents, music licensing agent. They deal with micro licensing. They deal with setting up things, running companies that clear music, bring in artists into their roster. And I kept hearing this word, disco. And I was like, when I heard it, I was in the car, I was driving a couple hours. And so I always have a pad of paper and a pen in the car. And I was like, what is disco? I get home and I find out it's disco.ac. And I had just restarted with Airtable and GIZMO. And I was like, do I want another thing to have to learn? Interfaces and sign-ins and logins. And, the expense isn't really that big of a deal. It's not that much. And of course, you get a free period and everything. So I realized that if you hear people on the licensing side of the creatives, they're like, oh my God, this made my life so much easier. And if an artist has this, it's like a plus. You hear that, it's just, I got to do it. Right. If I want to try to get some of my music used for synchronization purposes, film, video, TV, commercials, videos, all that industrial videos, all that sort of stuff. And I'm not looking for the big time or anything like that. I'm just, there's a lot of people out there with small budgets that are looking for something that just fits the bill. And as I always like to say, people are looking for the kind of music you make. They're not necessarily, it doesn't care whether it's Mark Rushton or Aleodiology or Meditative Drift or whatever name I publish under. They want a certain type of music or a certain sound or a certain feel for their thing. And so that's what I want to be able to provide, either with titling or descriptive little playlists that I can send out to people. Metadata. That's one thing I think I've gotten pretty good at here in the last 15 months or so with building public playlists on Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music and all the services where I transfer everything around. I think I've gotten pretty good with keywords and moods and activities and all that sort of stuff that you throw in there. So I need a drink. So excuse me. That's where I'm going, and so that's the preface, the long-winded preface there. And so it may be a little early starting with DISCO.AC because I'm still in the research phase as far as figuring all this out. I don't want to query some company. I need to know what the landscape is. I don't want to just query somebody and not be ready. And so I want to have my ducks in a row. And I think that's extremely, it's going to take time. It's more work. Oh my God, work. So let's take a look at Disco here. This is the interface. I put a couple of tracks in my most recent single. I think I have an album after this. But now here's something else that I had to wrap my mind around. I got nearly 2,500 tracks published out there, distributed. And so it's not like I need to put the 2,500 in there. I think in the next month or two, I'm just going to pick like 40 or 50 really good, what I think are really good ambient tracks, maybe some of my down tempo, beat driven electronica, maybe some drone stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe one or two avant-garde tracks. That could be down the road. I don't know if there's any sort of demand for that sort of stuff. It depends on, how you describe it and what I don't know. I don't know what the landscape's like. So I think probably the best thing for me to do is kind of the moody stuff, the ambient, the electronica, that sort of thing. So 40 or 50 and just get started that way. Don't try to put the whole catalog of the world in there. I know. So when I started with Disco, they said that you could do it a couple of different ways as far as getting your tracks in here. You could either, just upload, and I think I have everything as waves on my computer. I think some might be FLACs, but you can convert those over. I use FooBar 2000 or whatever for bulk conversions. And then they waves, AIFF, which I don't think I've ever really done anything with before. And then they had another option, which was like you can import from iTunes. And so I have an Apple Music account. I don't use it very often, but I have it just to go in there and see and look around and maybe occasionally play a track or two to see what it's like. And I'm using Windows, and it was a mess. I couldn't get some things to work, and that's probably Apple's problem or Microsoft's problem or whatever. So after a bit of time wasting there, I decided to just upload the track and bring over the metadata. And that's what I'm going to show you right here. I'm not going to upload a track, but so you've got these views here. You got a playlist creator. I got my first playlist. I also have a browsing here of, I guess I haven't saved the playlist yet here. So we'll just call that my first playlist. Oh, I haven't even done that. Oh, there's more to do. Oh my gosh. Come along with me for the ride. So this is mainly about uploading the track, right? So let me move myself down here a little bit here. So I have uploaded this track over here. I uploaded it to the playlist creator. I don't know if could I have uploaded it over here? I guess when you upload a track, you upload it to, you drag new and existing files here, click to browse on your computer. Well, what if you want to add a new track? Well, whatever. So I'm going to go and What did I do here? Did I screw this up somehow? Why is this in the way? Do you need any help? No. How do I get this out of my face? What is this here? I don't, there we go. Down, support. We'll do clear all. There we go. All right. So I need to, is there a way to drag this up? See, brand new. Don't know what I'm doing. Close, close, close. All right. Sorry about that. I'm not going to start over. Just going to go through this in real time. So this is the first track I uploaded was Sleep of Dreams. And once I uploaded it, some of this metadata was in here, the title and the artist. And the other stuff I had to put in here, put in the artwork, genre. I thought I put ambient and electronic in here, but I guess I just have ambient. The release date, ISRC. And then down here in the comments section, let's see here. Let's get down. I put all this stuff. Where did you get this stuff from, Rushton? I got this from Airtable. This is what I built in Airtable a couple of days ago using the GIZMO template. So by building all of my information in here in GIZMO, as far as the artist is concerned, songwriters, my ASCAP, my IPI number for songwriter, IPI number for publisher, some keywords. I probably need to put who knows how many in there. Who do I sound like? I need to build that up too. UPC, ISRC, ISWC, which I had to go out to ASCAP to get. A link to Spotify. One stop ready. Yes. And so you got all this information here. What happens is, because this GIZMO template is so brilliant, and I need to send the guy the $40 for the pro version, the plus version, which I will use eventually. It's just that, I kind of feel like this is such a great template, and the guy should get paid for how much improved he made my life. Thank you very much. And so it has this little report down here with all this information in it. And you can add and subtract as you wish. Reports and lyrics. So all I did was I copied this, and then I went back over to the Disco page and in the comments, and I just copied everything into the comments. And then I think at the bottom here, there's another comment section. There's comments here on the details, and I don't have lyrics, so we'll skip that. But then there's also a separate comments section. And this is for, clients will be able to see this comment. So I just threw all this out here. Maybe it's duplicated, but maybe it can't go wrong. It was super easy. It was just cut and paste. And then all this other stuff here, the PRO number, that is the, what is that? That is the ISWC, I believe. That's the thing I had to go get from, the ISWC. That's the thing I had to get from ASCAP. See, isn't it great to be organized? And I plug that in there, and the writer is Mark Rushton, 100%. Mark Rushton Music, ASCAP. So that'll just be the same thing for every single one. I don't have any custom stuff yet. And then as far as track tags were concerned, I added those, but then there's all these different ways you can select them here. Instrument I was looking for apps, but that's not, we haven't added that yet. Lyric themes, mood and feel, dreamy, emotive, moody, mysterious. No ethereal, but that's fine. No tempo because it's ambient. Type. I didn't know what half this stuff was on here. Well, I know what a cover is. A demo, one stop. Then there was one in here called Sting. I'm like, what? Sting from the Police? Huh? And then in vocals, I checked instrumental. So how do I get out of here? There we go. And so that's what I did. That's what the stuff you have to add to your track. And then I guess I'm going to have to do some things with regard to playlists. So, but I'm not going to do that on this video here. So that's how I integrated both Airtable with the GIZMO template and DISCO.AC. I know it's a lot of work. I know it's going to take a long time. Doesn't even matter how many tracks you have. If you have 20, 30 tracks, it's going to take some time. But then being able to build this sort of stuff and have this ready for when you go and do a submission to a music licensing agency, a micro licensing firm, or whatever, like, you want to present yourself ready. I've got all my tracks, and I've got all my metadata, and I'm one stop, and I'm 100%, and start selling, start working on my behalf. Thank you very much. I don't know. And have a good attitude. I keep hearing that in these videos and these podcasts. They want to work with what did one person, no a-holes policy. You watch my video, I don't know. Maybe some people think I'm an a-hole, but I don't, it's not like I'm anyway. Don't need to go there. So anyway, that is just me dipping my toe in the water with DISCO.AC. It's eventually you build these little playlists here, and you can there's other things. Maybe I'll make a video when I get into that, as far as well, maybe not. Maybe I won't do that. That's going to take a long time for me to get like contacts and stuff like that. I think really the short order is uploading tracks into here, and also actually first working on titles and metadata and all that sort of stuff. So I'm got a lot of work ahead of me. I also have a lot of vacation time, so those will work out very well, I think. And honestly, if I just spend like maybe like in the evening, spend a couple hours and throw an album in there, 8, 9, 10 tracks. It's not going to take too long. If you do it every day, I think you'd get a little burned out. It's kind of like, oh my god, I get so much to upload there. So anyway, this is me getting starting all over again. I don't know. Uh, it's fascinating. I have absolutely no expectations with regard to ever getting my music used for syncs. I've none. I've zero expectations. I expect to do tons and tons of work here and nothing ever happen. That's really the attitude that you have to have. But I also know that, gosh, the last 15 months or so here, I have built playlists. I've been building playlists for years, but I've really been focusing on uh, trying to attract listeners, and I had some success with that. And so, well, gosh, if somebody likes this kind of stuff, this music, this type of music, these tracks put together into a public playlist, then maybe a creative, somebody who's working for a company that needs sound for a particular thing, maybe they are interested in what I have to offer. I don't know. So again, get yourself out there. All right, that's it for today. I got some of my wife's relatives stopping by, so got to get ready for that here. But I just want to make just a quick video. I know there's probably about 2 or 3 people who watch this all the way through the piece. What is this guy talking about? Talking about these arcane stuff. But the arcane subjects should be documented on YouTube. This is like, it's like, how do I replace, like, I got a laptop, I got an old used laptop back there. The keyboard needed to be replaced in there. It's like, and I went and found a video, and here's how you take these screws out, and then you pop this stuff out, and then you unhook it and go get another keyboard off eBay and plug it back in. It's like that. How else am I going to know that? I go, yeah, there might be a web page or whatever, but it's so great to see the video. Honestly, I think it had like 42,000 views. I was like, well, I'm not the only one that's looking for this. So, but I think something like Disco and Airtable and Gizmo, it's not really going to have that huge of an audience. But because I don't know, just my experience with working with other musicians is that people are like, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to play live, and you know, it's like that's fine, but uh, I'd like the checks rolling in. That'd be nice. All right, that is it. I'm done rambling. Talk to you later.